everybody. My name is Tiffany Almeida and I'm with Pretty in Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I go live every Sunday for Coffee and a Card. And what I do is I show you new product, new projects, and fun ideas for you to use to make some beautiful cards and 3D projects. So today we are going to focus on the beautiful Peaceful Poppies suite. So I cannot wait to show you guys all the amazing things. The new mini catalog goes live January 3rd, which is Friday. This baby goes live. So I am showing you things that are in that catalog. I wanted to share one of the biggest things about the mini catalog is during celebration. So this is that rewards catalog I was telling you about, and everything inside this catalog, which I can't show you inside yet until the 3rd, but everything in this catalog is free with a $50 or $100 purchase. There's different things that you can get. Now, during celebration, which is January through March, so you can earn rewards out of this catalog for 3 months. You can also purchase the starter kit for a special, like a beyond amazing special. So normally the starter kit is $99, gets you $125 in product of your choice. So you're basically getting $25 in product free because you're paying $99, but you're getting $125. And then you get a continuing 20% discount. Well, during celebration, they have added in a couple extra perks. So the first being, which all of us demonstrators freaked out, is this little baby mini trimmer. Look, it's a guillotine trimmer. It's very sturdy. It's really nice. Perfect for traveling. For my upcoming weekend retreat, this will be perfect to bring along with you to have a little mini trimmer. It is super adorable. So this is a free gift when you buy the starter kit starting January 3rd through March 31st. You also get a package of, and I didn't pull it out, but it's a package of 6x6 pieces of designer series paper. It's all the new designer series paper, and it's a sampling of every single piece. So that's a big old pack of designer series paper 6x6 that you get. And then on top of that, you also get any stamp set you want out of the catalog for free. Doesn't matter how much it is. It could be the most expensive stamp set in the catalog. Any stamp set out of the catalog or that is current is free. So that's a huge reward. So $99 gets you $125 in product, the new mini trimmer, the package of designer series paper, and any stamp set of your choice. Amazing. So if you're interested in that, let me know because there are perks to signing up under me. You get all of my tutorials, my class tutorials for free. You get to do my team meetings. I do giveaways, door prizes. I do training if you want it. I just like to be there for you. And also I do spiral bound catalogs for my team. We just have a lot of fun together and I feel like we're just a little family. And so if you'd like to be a part of that, it doesn't matter if you live locally or you live long distance. I do everything for both my local and my long distance team. I have people on my team who are from New Jersey, South Carolina, Texas, California. It doesn't matter where you live. Yeah, as long as it's in the United States, you can be on my team, which would be amazing. Okay, so there's that. That's the starter kit special. If you have questions, let me know. The other thing I have is, I'm going to change the little view here, my ribbon and paper shares. If you guys have not seen, oh, thank you. Janie, you're so sweet. If you haven't seen my paper and ribbon shares, if you don't know what that is, basically every brand new ribbon and paper in the mini catalog that I just showed you, you would basically be buying a share of one of those spools of each of those ribbon. So I divide the ribbon into 5 shares. So you'd get a 1/5 of the spool, which comes out to being 2 yards each. There's 6 new ribbon. I cut it, I label it, I wrap it up all cute for you, ship it to you. It's $16 for a share. Not bad at all. But I will be placing the order on the 3rd, so you need to register ASAP. I have the link on my Square store, so if you want it. Now, I also have the paper share. So there are 7 brand new paper packs, and you guys know that the paper is always way more beautiful in person. So basically what I do is I take each pack and I cut it in half. So 6 by 12 sheets because that's cheaper to ship. So you get 6 by 12 sheet of each brand new designer series paper pack. And that is $26 plus shipping. Now, if you combine the ribbon share and the paper share, you can save on shipping. So just pay the one shipping fee and you'll get a package of the brand new, look at this, the Country Club Baker's Twine combo pack. Now, the reason I love this combo pack is because it has very basic colors that can be used for anything. There's red, there's black, there's blue, and there's green. So these can be used for anything, and I absolutely love Baker's Twine. I love the colored Baker's Twine, and I've been sad that we haven't had black. So I'm going to be using the heck out of this Baker's Twine. So if you are interested in a share, let me know. I can send you the link to my Square store. And again, you only have till Friday to sign up, so don't miss out, okay? And I love to get them packaged and labeled. You'll know every single pack. You'll get to see, touch, feel, and know whether you want to buy more, because that's kind of the nice thing about a share is you get, for a portion of the cost, you get all of the new stuff. Okay, real quickly, I want to show you guys, this is my new code for January. I know, it's crazy. January starts on Wednesday, insane. And my reward for January, if you place a $50 order with me, is the Peaceful Poppies Elements, okay? Is the free stamp set only the mini, or does it, let's see the question. Is the free stamp set only in the mini, or does it include anything in it's anything in the annual catalog, mini catalog, it doesn't matter what. That free stamp set when you buy the starter kit is any current stamp set. So anything in the annual, anything in the mini, it doesn't matter. Okay. All right. I'm going to switch the screen down so you guys can see what we're going to be doing today, what we're going to be talking about, the Peaceful Poppy Suites. So here are the Peaceful Moments and Painted Poppy Suites. So these are two bundles. It's kind of a little bit different. The Painted Poppies bundle comes with dies. These are called painted label dies. So it has all these different dies in here. And it also has this beautiful flower stamp set, okay? The Peaceful Moments has all these really awesome sentiments that we'll be using. And it also has these beautiful flowers that you can cut out to go along with it. So I kind of combined the two because they're both in the suite. And then the elements that I was telling you about that is my free gift this month, oh my gosh, they are really the shining star of this suite too, along with the paper, and we'll go over that in a minute. But the elements, as you can see, I've been using them. It comes with 2 sheets of vellum, and it has the beautiful flowers, so you can color the vellum, or you can use it just like it as it is. It comes with 2 sheets of black little designer elements, so it's got labels, circles, and this cute decorative border here. So 2 sheets of that. And I used up all of the 2 sheets of watercolor pieces. So they have watercolor pieces of leaves, flowers, and all kinds of fun things for you to watercolor. So all I have are a couple more of these flowers and leaves, but we're gonna color some of those in watercolor, and then we're gonna use them. And then the other thing it has, which I popped all of them out already, and I have them in a baggie because we used them in class, are these little pop-outs that this Elements kit comes with, and they're already colored, and they're very sturdy, nice little pieces, and they're pop-outs for you to use on your projects. So this kit, this little Elements kit, is really, really awesome. So this is my gift in January if you place a $50 order with me. So you will love, love, love these. And we're going to use some on our projects today. The star of this suite, though, as you guys probably can guess, is the Designer Series paper. So the Designer Series paper, and if you get a share from me, you will get a quarter of all of these. So a sheet of every single one of these. And they are just so stunning. The flowers are absolutely beautiful. They're double-sided. They've got beautiful prints on both sides. And they are just, the colors just, on camera, it just doesn't do it justice. But these are just absolutely stunning. Look at the purple. I love the purple polka dots. Look at the blue, like a sky. And then This one, oh, we're going to use this today. This paper is probably my favorite. So these are really, really cool. You're going to love them. And we're going to use them today in our projects. Now the projects were inspired by Erica Serwin, who's my upline. And you guys probably know who she is. She was number 4 globally in the world. She ranked number 4 for Stampin' Up! This last year. And so I am super, super proud to be on her team. And these projects she demonstrated in at Onstage in Las Vegas in November. And so I said, oh my gosh, I've got to make these projects. So I did her 2 cards. She had these 2 really simple and beautiful cards that we're going to do. And then she also did this cute little treat box. Her center little decoration was different than mine, but this is kind of what I came up with. But her box design, I cased, and then her cards. And then on top of that, I added myself one of these little desk calendars because I loved this designer series paper. This is that beautiful flower. Everybody just loves getting those little mini desk calendars. And so I made these for our gals at Bunko. They each got to make one of these. So we're going to go over this as well. So 4 projects today I'm going to show you. So let's go ahead and make the cards because they're super simple and I want you to just fall in love. You're going to want to make so many of these cards. Okay. So what you need for the cards, and everything that I am showing you, all the measurements are on my blog post. So if you go over to my blog post, you can print out the project sheet and it has all of the measurements and supplies I used, okay? So here is the Poppies one. This is the cardstock is Poppy Parade. And what Erica did, which I thought was so, so cool, is that she used the designer series paper as the front flap of the card. So I'll show you this one too. It's the front flap. So basically when she cut her cardstock, she cut it at 5.5 like a standard card, but then she, and scored at 4 1/4 here, but she cut off at 5 1/4 to just create this little lip. And that's what's going to glue to the designer series paper. So it's super, super easy. All you do is just put some adhesive. And I recommend putting adhesive on the designer series paper because it's cut a little bit shorter than the cardstock base. So the designer series paper is 5 1/4 by 4. So I just center it in the center of the card like so. And then I just fold over that flap and that's going to glue down to that inside of the card. See that? And then you can take your bone folder and just kind of burnish it so it's nice and flat. Now, during our Bunko, this one uses the elements, that black border elements like I showed you. And I'll use one of those now. See, they come with 4 of these, but I needed 12. So I had to cut some out of basic black, just regular banners. So same kind of concept. Or you can just use the elements kit. I'll use my basic black one that I already had cut out. And basically what we're going to do, we're going to stamp the sentiment. It says, wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. So you're going to stamp that in Stays on Black ink. This sentiment is from that Peaceful Moment stamp set. So it's part of the Peaceful Poppies suite. So just ink that up really good. I have it upside down. And you're just going to stamp this over to the right because you're going to put your little element here on the side. And this is so, so easy. So you'll just stamp that. When I'm stamping with Stays On, I let it sit for a minute to get that ink on the paper because sometimes I feel like it takes a minute. If I pull it up too quickly, then the ink didn't stick to the paper, if that makes any sense. Okay, so I've got my little sentiment here. And I'm going to glue this to the back of my little label. Now this label I cut out with the dies. This is the painted labels. And there's a big label here. There's a smaller label. There's a swirly stitched label. And there's this decorative label we're going to use later. And then these 3 pieces here cut out the flowers. So you can actually stamp and cut out the flowers that are in the Painted Poppies stamp set. Okay, so back to this. So I cut this label out of Whisper White. And we're just going to center that black banner behind. And then we have those little elements that I popped out earlier. Now you could use any of these. I'm going to use this pretty flower here. I'm going to put it on dimensionals and I'm going to put it right here on the side of the sentiment. You can cut them in half and make the flag yourself so you get more for your buck. Absolutely, very true. Okay, so we're going to put this here. And then we are going to put some of these. Well, let's go ahead and glue this down. So I'm going to use dimensionals. Let me cut these up. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of my label. Okay. Peel off the backing. And we will just put this down here. Okay, and then we have these really cool and peaceful poppy sequins. I love the colors, and the cool thing is they have flower shapes, not just sequin shapes. There's flower shapes in here too. And I know it's going to be like almost impossible for you guys to see, but here's a flower, and they come in different colors, and some of them are kind of stuck together. But anyways, so there's regular sequins and there's flower shapes, and there's all different colors. And so I put some of those on my little card here. So you can see I'm taking my take your pick tool. I'm just going to dab a little glue on the bottom of it and then stick it down. Like so. Pick up another one. Put some glue. Stick it down. I need a black one. I like the black sequins. It kind of goes really cool with the poppies. Come on, glue. It would help if my glue was cooperating. So you can glue a couple sequins down. I'll do a flower one too. Flower. So super simple and very cute. And then you have this card, this adorable card. And the thing that I like is how simple it is and how beautiful that paper makes it. So that's your card right there. Like, that's it. And it's stunning. Look how stunning it is. Look how pretty that is. And I love that you can open it and you have the other side of the designer series paper. You can stamp your sentiment, write your note. But such a cool card design. So well done, Erica. That was a great card design. I was so impressed by it. And then this version, this one is a really fun one. This one takes those watercolor elements and we're going to actually color them and put them on our project. So again, same concept. We have rich razzleberry and it's cut at 5.5 by 5 1/4 and it's scored at 4 1/4. And then you're going to have your piece of designer series paper, 5 1/4 by 4. Look how pretty the other side is. And we're just going to put a line of adhesive on the left side, center it inside of your card, fold this over, and then you have that beautiful fold. I'm just going to burnish so it lays flatter. I cut another one of those labels that we're going to stamp. This time we're going to stamp a happy birthday in rich razzleberry, and then we're going to color these watercolor elements. So these are the watercolor paper, and I'm just finding a aqua painter. I've got Garden Green, Poppy Parade, and Rich Razzleberry. Those are the colors of this paper and of the flowers. So what I do when I watercolor is I squish my ink pad so that the ink pad itself transfers onto the lid. Okay. Flanders Poppy. Oh yes, Janie and her history. She knows so much. Okay, so I'm just putting ink on all these lids so that we can color the flowers. And what you want to do is get your watercolor, your aqua painter. Just make sure there's a good amount of water on the tip. And you're going to pick up the color from your ink pad. And then I always kind of start in the middle and work my way out. So I want the darker color to be in the middle. And then you can see that it's resist embossed. So the white embossing powder or clear embossing powder is resisting the color. So it's pushing the color outside where there isn't any embossing powder. So it's really cool that this kit comes with these already, so you can do this kind of coloring. So now that I've gotten the darker color on the inside, now I want it lighter on the outside. And you can kind of do this in layers. And you can always go back and add more color. So if you feel like it's too light, you can go back, add more color. I like it to be, like I said, darker in the center and lighter as it spreads out. You can also do things like shadows. So where the petals meet, you could do darker. Okay, so there's the Peaceful Poppies, and normally I would have a paper towel, but I didn't bring a paper towel with me, so I'm going to use a baby wipe. You just want to squish enough water and run your brush over something until it comes clean. If there's no more color coming from your brush, then it's clean. And then I have 2 different size leaves here, so I can pick up some green and paint my leaf. Almost like you need a little tweezer to hold down these tiny pieces. Okay, so there's one leaf. And with watercolor, again, it's not about staying in the lines or it's really supposed to just look painted, just water brushed. Okay, so there's the 2 leaves. And then I have my other flower, which I'm going to do in Rich Razzleberry. So again, I'm just cleaning my brush off, making sure there's no color, and then picking up the color for the Rich Razzleberry and painting my poppy. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. And then of course you would want to give it time to dry. Okay. And then, so while we're waiting for that to dry up a little bit, and we can use our heat tool if we need to get it dry all the way, but we can stamp our little sentiment on the label. Oh, I guess I need to leave this open so we can stamp the sentiment. Staying alive, staying in the lines, staying in the lines. Janie. She's always got song lyrics in her head. Okay. So we're going to stamp the happy birthday. This again is from that Peaceful Moment stamp set that's in the Poppy Suite. Okay, so we've got that. And then we can add some sequins. Let me put my aqua painter lid back on before I lose it. We can put some more sequins down, which takes a little bit of time. I think this time what I'm going to do is and I'll bring the project in here so you guys can see the original. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put spots of glue down where I want the sequins, and then I'll use my pick a tool to pick up the sequin and stick it down. There we go. So we've got our 3 sequins. And I think I am going to have to heat dry these real quick. I put a lot of water on them, so I'm just going to take my heat tool and heat this. I couldn't keep those things down. They kept flying away, but I think they're dry enough for me to go ahead and glue them on. So basically now what you're going to do is you're going to build a bouquet. So I think what I'll do first is I will glue this down, and I'm going to have to use liquid glue because I put my sequins down first. So I can't use runner because it's not a flat surface. So basically just going to glue this label down again in that same spot, and then we'll build our flowers. So I'm going to glue this smaller flower down first, like up here in this corner. Maybe turn it a little bit. And then I have these 2 leaves, and I can basically glue them down however I like. I think I'm going to do one going this way, one going this, oops, come back, one going this way, and then I'll put this one on some dimensionals. And put that right there. Hey, sequin came off. Okay, and then what I did was just add some of this new crinkle seam binding ribbon. And this ribbon, I colored it last week. If you guys remember the ladybug set that I used, I colored this ribbon red and put it behind my ladybug. This ribbon is also part of that Poppy Parade suite, and it's super fun to tie. It's just so easy, light, and very moldable, I guess is the word that's coming to mind. So you'll just tie a bow and trim it down. Again, this ribbon would be part of your share if you do the ribbon and paper share, which would be awesome. And then I always use glue dots for my bows. Liquid glue just takes too long to dry. Runner isn't strong enough, but a mini glue dot is clear and it's perfect for, I don't know where I want this. Maybe down here this time. So you can put your little bow next to your flowers. So how cute! Look at that! So these cards are super, super fun, super beautiful, very easy to make, and just stunning. Just stunning. That paper, I mean, you can see there's not a lot to this card, and it's just gorgeous. And again, you guys, you can get all of my projects with a $35 order on my online store. I will give you all of my projects that you saw today. The 2 cards, the calendar, and the box. So these are our projects. If you up your order to $50, you'll get a package of those new Poppy Parade elements, or the Peaceful Poppies elements. So you guys, are you in love with this suite as much as I am? Oh my gosh, I cannot stop using it. I have a feeling this suite is going to sell out ASAP, and we're going to be all pining for it for the entire time. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful week. Happy New Year, and we will see you next week for more fun. Bye-bye.